and recording to our Facebook and YouTube channel. Excited to be with you. It's been a little while. We are, first of all, want to give a big shout out to the volunteers, to all the people that are supporting Tennessee and the major devastation that they've gone through in the tornadoes. So I want to give a huge shout out. We've got to visit some of the areas as we've been searching all through Tennessee for our opportunity to build a retreat. Actually, yeah, technically purchase a retreat that we're going to invite clients out to pretty soon. We'll get all those dates and all those specifics to you as we get them all narrowed down. Yet, most importantly, our hearts and prayers are with the families and the search and rescue team, all the volunteers, just the amazing people making an impact in this community and all the other communities. I've heard of all the rebuild happening in Paradise, and just anybody that's been in all the different areas that have been affected. You know, one of our scrolls in our Habit Finder tools is to live this day as if it's my last, and to be purposeful about how you live. And so I want to talk to you about that today in our Freedom Friday, because I am your guest today, and we'll be interviewing people again as we build up continuous Freedom Fridays. We're going to start a Q&A session on Saturdays, and we'll get you some more details for that. That was a request by my daughter, and I am going to get some marketing set up for that with my team, and make that an open webinar as well, just like this live, and we'll give you an advance notice so you can start preparing questions and be part of that webinar if you like, and we'll take some requests to be interviewed or coached on those Q&A sessions. Thank you for following us. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you, as I told many of our advocates recently, in our transition, we are always, and we are always building and coaching on advocates, and we're open for referrals. We have openings for groups, one-on-ones. Our event coming up, and we'll talk a little bit about that before we end today. It's just so many different opportunities for us to serve. And I want to talk to you about that. One of the previous Facebook Lives I did was about the building your walking billboards, and we call it our advocate referral program. And we've got a link for that for a YouTube video for those that are interested in being part of that. We sent out an invitation to some of those advocates I'll talk a little bit more about. At the end of the day, as a community, as a organization, as a leader, as a coach, I always want to help support and move people forward, and to help people understand the gift that they have to make an impact in their community, in their families, in their teams, in their business, in their corporation. And one of the things that one of my strategic partners, we spent a weekend together, and they asked us to create our own purpose statements. And I want to read to you mine real quick, because those of you who have known me for years, those of you that have been following our journey into growing our company, this is truly, it narrows down to "We empower lives to shine" is our underlying statement. And yet I want to read this to you and contemplate what yours is. Daily, I choose to enable potential by pioneering transformation for every family, business, community I get to touch, because it aligns and creates responsibility to exude and share agape love. And for those of you that don't know what agape love is, it is the heightened level of awareness. It's a tool that we use in our Habit Finder kit as well. And it's also a belief system of mine, an unconditional willingness to show up and meet people where they are. And we don't all do it perfectly. We're not perfect. And yet we humanly do our best to show up and meet others where they are, loving them as they are, and learning how to open up their doors to connect with them. And as you daily choose to live your life, you get up each morning and decide how you want to serve. And what I choose on a daily basis is, who do I get to serve today? Who do I get to integrate into their life a opportunity of hope and belief and commitment to what they say matters? Because we create a customized approach to our coaching, our consulting, our seminars. They're very personal, very committed to what works for them. And that's a whole process, a whole nother conversation. Yet as we build our community, as we help people learn how to be purposeful and proactive, it's one of the things that I wanted to remind each of you too, is that you get to remember that with your clients. So some of the questions I've been asking my clients this past week is, when you talk to other people, what do you say? What do you tell other people about our purpose, our service, how we make an impact in your life and those that you would refer to us. And a couple of statements came back, one of them being about our Masters League program, which is a mastersleaguecompetition.com. That starts on April 2nd. It's 12:30 in the afternoon. It is a competition for a group, opportunity to win the MVP, which is a coaching agreement, and then just to increase your production, your satisfaction, your joy. There's all kinds of different aspects. You can go to mastersleaguecompetition.com and learn more, or ask me more questions, schedule a debrief. The feedback was it's a unique approach. It's a new approach, although I've been teaching it over 10 years. For many people, they hadn't ever looked at their business the way that we approach this. And it simplifies things and puts people into a system of how to work around their business in a very methodical and yet joyful process. And so we'd love to share more with you about that. That was one of the feedbacks. It's a unique approach, getting you to be purposeful in one specific area on a consistent basis. Another feedback was, we are a company that and individuals that mentor other individuals to be purposeful about where they're at and where they can move forward. And that actually was another feedback of how we provide game plans for individuals. They know where they are, they know where they want to be, and they're unaware of what these steps are to get there. And so we get to uncover what's working for them, what's not working for them, and how we can move them forward. That's individuals. We've got to work with corporations as well. And some of the feedback that's come from them is that it causes them to have some awareness of where they are and how they're showing up in a daily conversations, daily relationships, how they're empowering their other leaders, and how they're recognizing the opportunities to be more purposeful about showing up for the individual that's in front of them. And so the thing I want to leave you with is you're contemplating how you show up, what your clients are going to say about you, what you are purposeful about, understanding how your presence. So if we dive into the marketing for just a minute, which is not my perfect area of expertise, and that's a whole nother conversation. Yet the terminology I read recently is there's a branding and there's a presence and there's an image. And we work with One Light Ahead to have our name, our logo, our website, our print material, etc., that represents the message we're sending out. And then we have clients who are literally talking about us. That's our presence, that's our image, that's our reputation. And we work diligently to build a reputation, to be a resource, to serve and grow others. And we are told that over and over again. That's what we do, that's what we love, that's who we are. And so as you're asking your clients, what's your image, what's your presence, what do they tell others? Those are valuable conversations to have, and to make sure, is there anything more you would like us to add to your services? Anything more you'd like to know about what resources we have available? Sometimes one of my dear friends, she was looking for a service and we didn't have it on our website at the time that we provided that, and yet she knew me well enough to say, hey, can't you do this? And of course we did, and we were thankful to do so. So contemplate that. Are those tools that you've shared with people, that these are resources that you're capable of providing? And those are the gifts that we get to provide. And we grow others by helping them discover that as well. So coming back to the point, because I have an amazing coach that reminded me to stay purposeful in how I present and not give you more than too many points, more than one. And our point is being purposeful. What is your purpose statement? What is your purpose that your clients know you in your branding, know you in your image, and know you in your presence? And are you being completely present in that moment with your clients, with your team, with your vendors? Because being in that moment is so important. And we talk a lot about it in all of our different groups, as well as in our one-on-one coaching. This is the moment that you have. And this, sadly, in some cases, not everybody gets another one. And so be purposeful and own that this may be your last moment with an individual. In the same aspect, celebrate that you want to earn a long-term relationship with that person and have the ability to continue to be present even when you're not present. Thanks to another one of my coaches. Wrapping it up, remember to build your purpose statement. Remember to build and ask your clients how they may best refer you, what they love best about your service. Ask them about how you may continue to deepen that relationship and open more doors. And final thought, we're going to share with you Ironically, if you read her rereading my purpose statement, daily I choose to enable potential by pioneering transformation for every family, business, community I get to touch because it aligns and creates responsibility to exude and share agape love. And ironically, pioneering is actually the Trailblazer Summit. We are a pioneer to the summit. Although there are a multitude of people use that name, this particular summit is about bringing a community together for my friends and all the wonderful mentors, people that I've had the gift to be around and serve. I've sent out personal invitations. It says your very own personal invite. If you've not got one yet, or you want to make sure you get one, please be sure to private message me, send me a text, send me an email, coachapril@onelightahead.com. I'll get one mailed out to you. There are only 30 rooms available at this hotel. It is a beautiful community in Gatlinburg. It is the Smoky Mountains. You get the afternoons, and if you want the evenings to explore, we are going to do some special evening sessions for those that want them. Dinner, lunch, breakfast is included. It's going to be in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, September 24th to the 27th. We've made it very cost effective for you to enjoy a trip out to Tennessee to support our communities, as well as to invest in you and to show up and be in an intimate community to grow your personal passion. Our theme this year is Led by Love, Guide Your Passion. And we have a whole weekend planned on getting purposeful and being in commitment to your personal and professional passion and leadership development. And so we invite you to check it out. It's trailblazersummit.com. You can also go to our Facebook event, and we'll have that up and ready and shared shortly. And we are just excited about making sure that the community gets the opportunity to join us. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening to our Freedom Friday. We'll have another one shortly, as well as our Q&A session. We'll give you some more information about in the near future. Have an amazing weekend, and thank you again for your time. Bye, everyone.